And we are back with Clash Royale casting today, and this is Gotham Workaholic with
Hola.
Yes, and we are already 2 minutes into the game. We were thinking a lot about this game before going into it. This is Light Yagami, who is facing off against Raiding Party. Raiding Party is the player.
Yeah, so I've talked to Raiding Party before, and no offense to the player, like he is a professional FIFA player, he goes around playing tournament stuff, but he has not won even one of his matchups in the Challenger Series, which is why he's in the bottom of the table. And now he has to fight for his position with Yagami, who has worked so hard to climb out of the start.
Yeah, and already we're seeing a lot of action coming out here, and Raiding Party taking a lot of damage there because of the typhoon. Tornado. My bad. But you saw Yagami he's playing pretty well actually to start off with the axe thrower and the tornado.
You know, honestly, this is the first time in the entire tournament that I'm looking at an executioner, that I'm looking at what else, a mini P.E.K.K.A. I don't think anybody in the Masters League used these cards. I don't know why.
But remember, this is the Challenger League, this 8th place. Raiding Party was the 8th player on the Challenger League. So, and he's not had any success with this. So I think, and what is that?
That is strange.
Very strange indeed. And Yagami already off to a... It's fairly healthy.
So yeah, so 30 seconds left on the clock. I don't think Raiding Party will be able to work up another big push to get another tower. I don't think so. Do you?
No, I don't think so. And the Knight barely able to get a hit off there. And the golem just kept pushing. The bowler just kept pushing him away. Like stay away, stay away. And his slow movement speed doesn't help the whole scenario.
And look at the amount of elixir lead Yagami has. Look at constantly at least 5 elixir ahead. Now he's 8 elixir ahead. Two executioners on the board. Match is over. So congratulations to Yagami for winning the first match of this best of 5 series.
Yes, it's a best of place player on the Challenger League who's facing off against the second from the starter. Remember, he went from 1,000 players to come to second place. He's not someone you could just be like, yeah, whatever. This guy beat 1,000 players to get here. And he wants to get into Challenger League. He really wants to get in there.
Well, he just took his first step right there. Round 1, he is won. We're going to see him in the Challenger soon. I'm guessing, by the way, he just beat Raiding Party.
Yeah, and the thing is, keep this in mind. The next game is starting right now. Keep this in mind. This was phase 1. All right, we have a lot more phases. And it's going to be a filtration system. You know, all the bad players are gods are going to be in here.
We're going to churn the butter enough just to get the cream out.
Yes. And we're already seeing great plays coming out of phase 1. And we're not technically done with phase 1. We're still part of the playoffs right now. And once this whole thing is done, and the execution not looking the way he needs to be looking right now.
No, that is a good thing. He's managed to not let the balloon get even one shot off on the tower. If that balloon did get another shot off, the tower would be at 500 HP right now.
Yeah, I understand. But
this mini P.E.K.K.A. is going to do any damage because
mini P.E.K.K.A. There's no way you're going to let mini P.E.K.K.A. touch your tower. Okay, he does a crap load of damage. And Knight on the offensive here. This time, Raiding Party had a great response against what he saw in the first game. Able to do good damage there. He has changed his deck. Now let's see if Yagami can actually counter this or understand the deck and respond. You can see he's dropping units right at the back.
So Yagami hasn't changed his deck much or at all, in fact.
And the win conditions right now, it seems that he's going to chip damage the balloon or the goblin barrels.
I would say the goblin barrels. I think the balloon right now Distraction.
There you go. Another Goblin Gun attacking from the back, chipping away at the tower, even on the minions, but being taken down fairly quickly.
No, it doesn't matter though. Like every time he does this, the tower is losing about third or fourth of his HP.
And that's the win condition here. He wants to make sure. Whereas you can see Yagami wants to actually just drop graveyard coming down. And then,
Oh, this is dangerous, man. Look at that. Look at that tower going down. So I think he misplayed right there. He shouldn't have used the Valkyrie. He should something that hits more units. And
he thought he could do a lot of AoE damage. Oh, nice log coming out to counter that Goblin Barrel. And I don't think he'll have any problem stopping that. Yeah, absolutely no problem. He's able to even tack the bomb hit there.
So I think Yagami is going to get another tower.
Will he be able to take down these units? Oh, no, he's not able to. Radiant Party again going in for the second loss in the row, it seems. But does he have? Yes, he does have the log to clear those.
He's saving that log just for the Goblin Barrel. You know, I told you, right? The balloon is just a distraction right now.
Yeah.
It's the barrel and the minions that are doing most of the damage.
Yeah, it's either the barrel or the zap. We still don't know what his last card is.
Unfortunately, that amazing graveyard play by Yagami and he's just one more round away from eliminating Raiding Party from the Challenger League, isn't he?
You would think a Valkyrie would be a good enough unit to handle.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, right?
Was it the placement?
No,
because Valkyrie is an AoE damage, in a circle around her. How was he able to take that tower down? I'm quite interested in watching if he ever get a chance later on.
So normally Valkyrie is good against a graveyard, depending on where the graveyard was placed, right? So the skeletons in the graveyard pop at random times, at random places.
Yes, they do, but they normally place the graveyard in towards the left-hand side. He did place the Valkyrie at the right spot. I would have to say that.
So I'm saying the Valkyrie wasn't even the right card to use in that situation.
What other options did he have?
I don't know. I did know his hand.
But sadly, Raiding Party, we're going into game number 3 right now, and here we are, game 3, and the score right now is 2 in favor of Light Yagami, and he's facing off against the Radiant Party. And I will actually just pull up quickly the name of the player. So this is Raiding Party's Samiksh. Samiksh is a Raiding Party, and it's the most difficult name for me to pronounce.
More than Marin.
Marin is my favorite player. Again, same kind of situation coming up, same AoE damage, including a Goblin Barrel brought down, but not able to do much actually. Was able to get one hit down there to bring the towers. Actually, no, not even.
He did get off one hit right there on Raiding Party star, but again, it's just the beginning. It's only been a minute.
Yeah,
we'll have to just wait and see until we get proper.
Archer's able to finish out the Goblin Horde there, and another graveyard being placed down. So this time the answer, and Baby Dragon should easily be able to take this down, and especially thanks to the Fire Wizard now.
So the Fire Wizard is actually pretty powerful as a solo pusher. Like if you put down 3 Fire Wizards, they're going to take down, one after the other, even if they don't have any support and them.
Yeah, but then who is going to let 3 Fire Wizards just kind of walk in there?
No, that's not okay. Okay, let's talk about that later.
More tower damage being done by Yagami.
So I think Raiding Party is just, his strategy is a little off. I think he's just sacrificing too much HP on his own tower, on the bet that he can sacrifice that HP, let the tower kill his enemy's units.
I think I know what the next match is going to be. Basically, it's definitely Light Yagami but Kaushal, and that is going to be the final match of Clash Royale today, guys. Because wow, yeah, that does not help the case. I understand what he was trying to do. But the log can be started from back there also. But he thought that he'll pre-throw the log while looking at the barrel. But
yeah, the log whiffed, but the execution was right there.
Yeah, so the thing is, the execution was right there. It's like, the
execution,
murder.
Yeah, the execution did come down before.
Triple homicide, no problem.
141 HP, I think 2 logs will be great, or another Graveyard, but yeah, I
Oh,
think
look at that. A balloon coming down in the opposite direction now. Poison and
and a freeze.
he should be able to drop one bomb, but this would not be enough to close this. I
No,
think.
2 bombs is
No,
okay.
it's not. It's not enough. It is not
Well
enough.
placed rock right there.
And I think it's game over, guys. It's 3-0 in favor
Of Light Yagami.
Yes, Light Yagami showing us the way, showing us the light, knows where we need to go.
He just wrote down raiding party's name in his death note, man. That's
Yeah.
what happened. He just killed a straight up murder right there.
And the thing is, today we're in a special situation. We get to cast another, and I think soon the production will actually have the update. Who's moving forward? Which is,
They're gonna have to do this live. They have their work. While they're doing that, let's talk about something else. Why don't we talk about our best friends in the industry right now?
yes, we are. We're talking about the best friend that's owned by HP. They are our closest best friends right now, and they are the title sponsors for this tournament. The other people who are powering us also are HyperX, Zaoi by BenQ, and the whole thing is organized by Nordwind Gaming.
And that's us.
Yes, we are. That is us. So,
While with that out of the way, let me give you a little bit of background about. And he's from right here in Gurgaon.
are you serious?
I am serious.
Guys, by the way, if you don't know, our office is in Gurgaon. So especially exciting for us that we have a pro player who is like next door.
Yes.
And remember, I can't help but emphasize this, guys. He's beaten 1,000 players to get there. He lost in the final match, putting him in the second place. If he would have got first in starter, he would have automatically made it to the challenger. But because he came second after going through, I God know how many people, he came second. And because of that, he has to now play these 2 extra matches. And I think from the looks of it, he won't have much trouble going into the challenger. He's had a strong performance.
He's able to counter strats on the fly.
Exactly. And now we're just waiting for the next match to start, which is now going to be Kaushal versus Yagami.
Shora. Yeah, Kaushal's gaming name is Shora.
Yeah.
And we have a little bit of background info about him as well.
Why don't you share that with us?
So he's 20 years old and he's from Agra, but currently he's in Bangalore in his final year at BC. Why is everybody doing a BC engineer? I feel very, very, very unrepresented.
Don't ask me, man. I grew up in a different country.
Yes.
But what is like, if I'm thinking, if I am in Kaushal's shoes, this Kaushal who's the next opponent for Light Yagami, what's going through his head? First of all, he must games. If he's remotely like,
if he cares even a little bit about
yes,
the game,
I don't want to use the. He cares little bit about winning.
He'll have to look at his opponent's decks while they're playing their strats and everything.
Yes. And if he's seen it, what does he do? Like, you've seen it, I have seen it. Since you are higher trophy level than me, I would think about his units, think about his strategy. He's using Tornado, he's using this guy, the Executioner.
So here's my let's say uneducated guess.
There's no tower pushers there. Like, look at his card, but he has the Graveyard, which is very annoying card to deal with. It definitely needs a nerf right now, because Graveyard, now he's nice enough to not use freeze with it, but Graveyard and freeze is annoying as hell.
Yes, it is. And
I've lost winning games with it as well.
Of using that combo to climb up around 400 trophies. I don't even feel guilty about that. I am guilty, but I don't feel guilty. It's just too easy, man.
It's
Graveyard, wait for the opponent to put down any card, freeze the entire thing. That's it. Bye-bye tower.
And now, just to counter that, I actually have to place 2 units down and space them out.
Space about, yes.
So the freeze is not able to hit it. But it is so annoying. The Graveyard freeze, wow.
So while we're at it, why don't we? So who's the leader of the challenger leaderboard right now?
The leader is Jimit. Jimit Bhatt is the guy who's leading the challenger. He's won all 7 matches. Remember, we'll get to see tomorrow. Not even tomorrow. Sorry, we'll be watching his matches.
On Sunday.
We'll never be watching his matches
Because
you know what?
he's already at the Masters.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Being number one in any.
Okay, so looks like the players are ready. You will be any moment now.
And talking about the challenger standing at number 2, you have Ruben.
Mm-hmm.
And Ruben is the person who actually has to fight to get into the next league. He has to fight the bottom 2 of Masters.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're going to do tomorrow. We're going to watch that game. We're going to watch Ruben play off with the 8th position in Masters to understand that. And to make this all clear to you guys, this is 3 tiers, guys. There's the top tiers, there's the middle tier, and the bottom. The top being the Masters, middle being the Challenger, and the lowest being Starters. Starters is more like a knockout series of like 1,000 people.
It's just a big bracket with names thrown in. You have to fight each other, gladiator style.
It's like, you're at the bottom of the slum fighting, slumdog fighting here.
Last man standing wins.
Yeah, but we'll have to cut that conversation quite short because the next game has gone live and immediately it's is he going to activate the King Tower? No. Very close.
He should have just used it a little bit earlier.
Yeah, but quite the negative exit rate. But by 1, I know how much that tornado costs.
See, it doesn't matter though because Yagami just wasted quite a bit of his elixir lead staying at max elixir. What?
Yes,
5 seconds?
Yeah. And it's only 1 point, man. I was just talking about positive elixirs trade. But the cards being thrown down now, and you've seen Kami actually changing few of them. I think he might also understand and know his opponent also. The Inferno Tower is targeting the right things at the right times. Luckily, those skeletons had not come in range there. But ouch, these skeletons are going to have a hard time. Oh my god, single skeleton comes here, able to chip away.
That spread right there. That reminds me of how we used to play World Cup. Just sacrifice some people, get the damage in.
Yeah, again, a good chip damage coming out there. Was it down by 100 or 150? These are level 9 fireballs. They will make it.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, if there's 3, 2 of them will hit the tower. If there's only 2, 1 of them will hit the tower for sure. The what's the tower called? That
Fireballs?
the
Laser?
no, not the.
Oh, okay. It's the furnace.
Yes, the furnace drops. So if a furnace is pushing out level 9 fire spirits, they will make it to the tower. But ouch, that was not the good defense that he was hoping for. Thanks to the lighting.
I'd like to call your attention to that miner who's just been whacking away at the stud circuits. He just got killed by a musketeer.
Yeah, he was able to bring it down 400 health, and knowing the fact how. I think the musketeer does turn around and defend.
Not before they get in like 2 hits each.
And what's the answer here? Yes.
This is going downhill fast for sure. Those well-placed Inferno Towers from Yagami. And those, what do you call, skeletons?
And an Inferno Tower plant is going to do. Wow. This, I don't even know. It's a 0-4 plant. And the 2 hits from the giant will take it down, but the giant's health is quite low. The archers have come in. Oh, look at that AoE damage. Archers going down fairly quickly. 1 archer still alive. Wow, able to get triple kill there. Solo archer, just stealing kills there. If this was Dota, I would not have been happy.
Really? As long as I win, I wouldn't mind, but we're going into overtime in 5 seconds.
And look at the tower health. Miner comes up. There's no counter. Yes, fire spirits come out. They are able to save that tower, and the lightning clears it out. This Yagami, man.
Oh, he's climbing.
He is climbing his ladder, and he's already put like half a step inside the challenger league, guys. And you would be thinking, what's the point of coming into challenger? What is the point of the league? Why are there even leagues?
Yeah.
But the point is,
it's because the point is esports. That's it.
No, the point here is, guys, if you are part of Challenger League, you get money to win matches. You get money to being on the number 1 spot.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? If you're in Masters, you get even more money to win and play your matches.
And just play. You get paid to just play.
Yes, you get paid to play. And even a bigger prize pool is allotted to you for being #1 in Masters. So maintain your rank to win money, play and stay in the league to win money. Because if you get kicked out of the top two leagues, which is the Masters and the Challenger, you're not getting any penny, guys. And you will have to, and remember I said this is the bottom of the bottom. There is literally swamp of 1,000 people just there waiting to destroy your dreams, and it's a best of one, guys. There's a best of three, but there's no rematches, or you're not playing inside a league.
Starter Cup is literally the Hunger Games.
Yes, but here we are, second game already on the way. It's 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
Well, looks like Shura put in the arrows into his deck. What is he trying to counter though? I didn't see many things that arrows would counter on Yagami's last deck.
Did Yagami actually miss hitting the
tower? Yes.
Elixir Collector? I think it was a little too close to the King Tower.
Maybe it was just a misclick, but hopefully it won't affect his youthful exuberance. 19-year-old.
Oh, look at that. That way. Pretty good, guys. My God, that is good game right there.
Unfortunately, no use nothing much. Not much damage.
Not much damage was done, but it was a good play. We got to see a good play. A nice tank being dropped down to tank the baby dragon while the tower takes it out, and it's quite a healthy bowler there who's just walking across everything. He's like, I'm just one bowling rock,
and then I'm gonna die.
Yeah, at least was able to put some chip damage. Yagami
with arrows of his own.
Yes.
This time connecting onto a Mega Minion.
But was able to get one hit. One hit, guys.
Oh, as soon as the miner pops up, surrounded by a goblin gang.
Yeah. Quickly take him out. He does not want to lose his Elixir Tower. The archers are there. Quickly putting away these units.
Golem deck. Okay.
And that is the win condition right there, guys. This golem needs to make its money's worth or its elixir's worth, because that's what it's gonna come down to. He does realize that he's just used his arrows, but look at that. Nice lightning coming down.
Unfortunately, live baby dragon is a live deck.
No lightning
strike. What lightning was that?
No lightning strike on the infant.
That was a horrible lightning.
But there is a lumberjack there, and he drops the
great spell.
Yes, he does, and I'm in a real need of water rate. But we will continue this game because that's our duty. A counter attack being thrown out. Oh wow, look at that. And arrows being placed at the right.
Sure.
Miner chipping away at the tower. No counter there. Tower actually had to tank the whole thing. Inferno immediately targeting the right unit it needs to. Oh, nice. Able to get the lightning on the tower. Tower doing a lot of damage, immediately surrounded by a lot of skeletons, but able to break into two. And guess what? They are going in two different directions. And divide and conquer is the name of the game right now. And Light Yagami was able to divide that golem and counter that golem. And look at that. Nice response there. Again, more and more chippage. And a counter attack on the way, immediately distracted by the bowler. More units being placed in the back. These archers are doing a lot of damage, while the bowler actually tanks. So counter attack. Does he have the arrows right now?
But he misplaced the arrows. Wow.
Oh shit.
Okay. 27 health. Yeah, he's dead. He has lightning.
2-0.
2-0. 7 seconds into overtime on the second game, the score.
That is Light, and he did not do this 1,000 of players to come here and lose to this.
He's like gamer tag that he chose. He's like Yagami. He's like the smartest person in the world after L.
I have no idea what reference this is.
Death Note.
Oh, okay. I've seen some of Death Note.
He's basically the big badass villain. It takes 2 whole seasons and 3 different protagonists to kill him.
Okay, good. Because I've only seen the first few episodes.
Oh, looks like Yagami wants to make some his deck, make sure he doesn't get countered. And I like this guy, man. I'm rooting for him from now on.
Has he left any note saying that, counter this unit? And he's made changes to his deck depending on which players he's facing on. And luckily, in the last game, he actually had an Inferno Tower to counter the golem, which we didn't see in the first match, I think.
I was just hoping, just don't play a hog. You saw him use a tornado. Please don't play a hog. Please don't play a hog. And I'm so thankful that he listened to my advice.
You sure?
Yes.
I hope you are not doing some illegal activity here for money. No, I'm kidding.
Yes, I'm casting this game that everybody else is watching and another player is using a hog.
Yeah. But here we go. We are moving into game 3 of this best of 5. And Light is blowing through the competition. He's destroying it actually. And
he's not even BMing, man. Look at him. As soon as the game starts, he says hello. He gives up the thumbs up.
Gives a little love,
Yeah.
Give some love.
Be a sport.
Yeah.
I like him. Like, it's people like this that make this fun.
Look at the win.
Okay.
And what's the follow-up to this? And what is the answer?
Hopefully, Light Yagami still has his Inferno Tower that will take care of the lava. But looks like he doesn't have his Inferno Tower. Oh, things are getting interesting. Oh, okay. He does have his Inferno Tower. Okay.
Ouch.
Strange placement, though.
Yeah, but a nice zap coming in to stop that from doing damage, and there is no more Inferno Tower. Remember, a lot of angry little guys have immediately been taken care of. This moment, just waiting for my...
He just went full dark and Skywalker on those younglings. Just better.
So help me say this name. It's Light
Yagami.
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 Because I'm sure I'll talk about him once this game is. He's off to a great start here, but we can already... The Goblin Barrel combo there, slowly chip away at the tower because he knows he has all the time in the world to do so. Remember, it's 2.5 minutes and then another set of 3 minutes being given out. That's a lot of time, and his job is to chip away. Same thing on the other side also. Yes, finally. It's a little late. Wow, that was mad late. That zap should have come early. Yes, that's definitely worth spending. That zap was so late. It could be lag actually. I'm not gonna say that he did it on purpose. There's definitely lag.
No, I don't think we should blame lag. I think we should just blame the player because
and no answer for this. No answer. Stab this tower down to a 654 health, and here comes the mind. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna bring it down. This is gonna be a quick 3-0 in favor of Light. He's not even
did Shura just give up? Oh, okay, no. He just played the Lava Hound. He didn't have any elixir to counter what he... Oh, that is...
3-0, guys. 3-0.
Another Goblin Barrel and we can call it quits right now. We can just
Are we waiting for magic to happen?
We can just say, like...
Oh, magic might just happen. Look at that balloon. Does not have the aggro. Oh, took the aggro. No, what is the correct?
Oh, that was going down. Oh! Shura gets the first tower of the game, but these barrels may not be able to...
Oh, 15 seconds he has to defend to take this game.
Oh, he has lightning.
Oh,
Light Yagami has lightning.
Oh.
It's okay, he has lightning.
Oh, we are going into overtime. Quite exciting he got there. I would apologize if I got a little out of line there.
Oh, it's okay, I love you. Dude, I think we should stop casting Masters and start casting these matches.
Lot more exciting matches to see. Lot more excitement. So look at that. Trying to get rid of that Inferno Tower.
Oh, Yagami is some...
And let's see the aggro. Let's see the... Okay. This tower would not make it. And does he clear it out? No, he's going to tank those hits from the angry pups. Angry lava pups. And what's the answer here? Has Shaurya figured him out? Has he figured it out? No, they're actually aggroing onto the miner. Good quick response there. Bowler comes in. That's gonna be lovely. This is lovely.
That is so much fun.
Check. Death everywhere. Lava Hound comes on the back to the left. We know the win condition here. Pulled by a balloon. And what Light Yagami is doing here is counter attacking on the other side.
And Yagami wins.
No, yes he does. Yes he does. It's a 3-0. It's a stop. Light, congratulations. You've made it to the challenger. Friend, welcome to the Big Boys League. Life moving forward would get slightly difficult. I would not say it's going to be easy from here on. You have come to the second tier of ESL India Premiership, Clash Royale. league. It's called the Challenger League. You have to fight through 8 opponents. There's no more 1,000 opponents. 7 opponents, including yourself. You'll be the eighth person, if you know what I mean. And enjoy the fact that now you'll be win these games, and it'll be a bit more controlled environment. Chaos of people. It's a league. You'll be playing 7 matches. At the end of those 7 matches, you'll have your standings. You need to be. You remember, you have to be on the first or the second spot to move on to the Masters. If you want to stay in the Challenger leagues, just be somewhere between third to sixth.
What I think we should do. I think we should call him over to the office since he's in good ground.
Yes, do expect a call from us very soon. Since you're the closest Clash Royale player, other than me, who's pro,
Yeah,
so pro.
you're just too good for this.
Yeah, I can't play in this tournament because I'm.
Yeah.
But
not because he works for the company.
Yeah, nothing like that. But great games from Light. Congratulations again, and bad luck to the other 2 players who've now actually been demoted out of the league system into the starter league. Now they actually have to start from scratch.
Now they have to fight 500 other opponents to win.
Yes, and that is not going to be fun. I wish you best of luck, and I wish that I get to see you in the next phase. Remember, next phase registrations are right now open, and the next phase actually is starting from Monday onwards. Yes, so let the horde come, Clash Royale horde of
It's a battle royale.
Yes, the battle royale is going to start again, and the Challenger League is going to start from 0-0. And by Sunday, we'll know what's going on in the Masters also, who's making it to the Masters. Those are the big boys league guys. And I have high hopes from that guy also, the number 1 player. No. High hope. Yes, Jimith. Jimith is coming to the number 1 spot. Single game. But anyways, that's enough from our side. We have more games to go after this. So we'll wish everyone good luck. And thank you for watching Clash Royale. We are getting into Dota 2 soon, very soon. Right away, actually.
Right away.
Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. This is Gautam Workaholic Whip. And with me is Mano Super.
Hola.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Champ falling on the ground. Long day, but we won't back down. One thing playing on our minds. Long wait, but we won't give up now. You crave the love.
All right, we are back, and I have come here out of nowhere from casting. This is me casting, and I'm here in the studio again. My God, I run pretty fast. But congratulations to Light Yagami there. He played really well, and he's made it to the Challenger League, and that's the place to be, guys. You want to be in the league. You don't want to be in the starter league because that's where, it's the bottom of the bottom. There's too many people playing there actually, trying to make it to number one spot. And Light actually was able to get second place inside the starter leagues, which gave him the opportunity to actually be able to face off against the challenger lower two teams, two players actually in this case, and which brought this to an end where Light destroyed his opponents, and he is now in the Challenger League, and he is gonna be happy moving forward because that's where the big money is. That's where the money he gets for winning each game, and he gets money to be on number one or number two spot. It's the best place to be right now. And remember, this is not the end here. Challenger is just a step. It's a step on the way to be number one in the Master Leagues, where the cream of the crop is. That's where you want to be at the end of the day. But good luck to him for now, and we wish him luck for the Challenger Phase 2, which is going to be starting on Monday. But moving on to Dota, so let's have a look at the Phase 1 final standings of Dota 2, and let's see what happened in the Challenger League. I'm going to pull it up on the screen right now. And pulling that up, let's look at the Dota standings, where we go. This is in front of you right now is what happened in Dota 2 Challenger. Guys, remember, we only stream the master games, so you guys don't know. Unless you go on the website and follow us on Facebook and Twitter, you will not have any idea what's going on in the Challenger League because these matches are not streamed. Unless, of course, it's a relegation match, which happens at the end of the phase. And looking at the standings here, you can see White Unicorn, Go Figure are the top two teams. They'll be playing tomorrow to get into the Masters. But today we are interested in the bottom two the teams. This is Accelerate and No Excuse. And you will notice at the bottom, No Excuse is not doing so well. And this is the place where you don't want to be, because Accelerate is going to have to go all the way to the relegation, and No Excuse is also going into relegation here. The 7th and the 8th position is a sad position to be in, but sadly both the teams are here. And these teams have to face off. If you look at the next image here, look at the starter, Dota 2. They played about 200 teams played in this starter cup, and out of this, we have Goodline Gaming, a team from Pakistan that got number one, so they get automatically relegated or promoted into Challenger, but it's the team called Rum with Coke that is moving forward in this match. So Rum with Coke will have to face off with one of these two players to one of those two teams to be able to solidify their slot in the Challenger League. So that's what's going to be coming up next from our caster Nishant Patel and Vivek Venkatraman, who is going to be casting Dota 2 today for us, and looking forward to cast a good game from their side. And good luck to the teams, because this is the game which decides who's going into the Challenger and who is staying in the starters. Good luck, teams. We'll see you after the game. Thank you.
Says our love gets loud. We are the champions of the night. We are the champions of the night. Yeah. We are the fighting type, the ones that burn so bright. We are the champions of the night. playing on the ground. Long day, but we won't back down. One thing playing on our minds. Long wait, but we won't give up now. You crave the love I gave, and we'll do it again. A cold night getting warmer now. The ground shakes as our love gets loud. We are the champions of the night. We are the champions of the night. Yeah. We are the fighting type, the ones that burn so bright. We are the champions of the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ESL India Premiership. We've got No Excuse on the dia, facing off versus Rum with Coke. My name is Vivek. With me is CloudX. And what's really at stake here, Nishant?
The winner moves on to the Challenger League. They're one step closer to making it to the Masters, and they're one step closer to joining us at the LAN for Summer Phase 1.
Okay.
Or rather, for the summer season. Confusing these names, I know you'll get it. We're getting the hang of it right now as well, so stay with us.
So these are both Starter Cup teams, and if I'm not mistaken, they can move on to the Challenger if they end up winning. Looking at the draft, we're seeing a first phase Ember ban. I guess No Excuse do not have a good experience with this hero altogether. They struggle to lock him down in the mid game, and it seems they struggled with him in the laning phase as well. It gives me the idea that they're thinking about picking up a Templar Assassin because Ember does burn through refraction rather well. But a first phase Ember ban is not something I see too often.
Sorry about that, Vivek. Our in-house Mirana mount decided that she wanted to knock over our microphone, and RIP ESL stream if that happens. So yeah, I noticed that Disruptor is the one that gets picked up first by Rum with Coke. We have very little information to offer you guys about these two teams, but the little bit that I do know is that No Excuse is the name that we've seen in the last season, right? I remember seeing them in multiple starter cups over and over again, but they didn't quite make it through to any of the lands. Not that I remember, at least.
Yeah. I remember seeing them in starter cups as well, but I do not have any memory of them coming to a LAN. Anyway, they do stand a chance of progressing to a LAN eventually.
One thing I do remember about No Excuse is that there were quite a few highlight videos with their players in them. Yeah, so I'm kind of hoping that they do something flashy here, something gimmicky maybe.
Okay. Going to see an Omni getting picked up early on. It looks like
Omni.
Come
on, don't butcher his name, man. He doesn't call himself Omni Knight.
Yeah.
This is your South Indian leaking through, man. If I start doing Gujarati accents for all these guys, we're done, man. We get fired immediately. But yeah, Omni Knight, first pick from NX. I can't say I fault this. We have seen Omni Knights coming out very often. But as a first pick Omni Knight, I don't know. I think that's easy to deal with now.
Yeah. It's something Slacks would approve. I can imagine him opening his draft with an Omni Knight. I got to 5K doing this. Let's maybe win a couple of tournaments doing this as well. But NX, they've opened with Omni Knight, which is a reasonably good all-season defensive support. But they've been really pondering on this second pick here. And it remains to be seen whether this Omni Knight will be going to the off lane. But they follow that up with the Crystal Maiden. Makes me think this is an offlane Omni Knight.
Yeah, I do think it's. Yeah, I think it should be an offlane Omni Knight. We've seen a lot of those in the past. Crystal Maiden as the second pick for NX. I can agree with this completely. Lots of CM picks in the first phase. I think they've done a good thing if this is an offlane Omni Knight indeed. You don't want to give away both your supports right from the get-go.
Right.
You pick up an offlaner, you pick up your 5-position support, and you really haven't revealed too much about your draft. But what Rum with Coke should be wary of is a Phantom Assassin pick coming out from NX. I would half expect to see the PA coupled up with a Repel from the Omni Knight, and yes, that is a doorbell.
Rum with Coke, they have revealed both the supports, however. It's the Disrupt and the Vengeful Spirit, and it's going to be extremely unlikely that this is a co-Venge. Disrupt and Venge, I'm not really sure that they can lock down the Omni Knight and maybe even kill him in lane. Once he hits level 3 or 4, once he's got a point in Repel, and once he's got a couple of points in Purification. It's going to take a really strong core to make this tri-lane be able to shut down the Omni Knight. Next set of bans, though, NX, they're going to take out the Slaughter.
10 seconds remaining.
What about the Juggernaut here?
As a pickup for Rum with Coke or as a ban?
For NX as a pickup, actually. I mean, then in that case, a ban from Rum with Coke.
Turn to ban.
I mean, if the PA does benefit from the repel from the Omni Knight, so too does the Juggernaut, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Omni Knight can throw a Juggernaut repel while he Omni slashes.
Radiant team ban.
Sorry, I just wanted to say Omni. That's why I brought up Juggernaut, man. But with all seriousness here, I do think a Juggernaut pick would be a nice move from NX.
Yeah, it's slipping through the pool. And Karma has hit back at CloudX for making fun of my accent. He's gone into a coughing fit. And he's, dying casually on the side. But yeah, Sniper ban makes me think they're looking at something like a mid OD here. But Rum with Coke, they're quick to remove the OD themselves. They're also banning out the Spectre. One of those heroes that's good at dealing with the offlaners who rely heavily on initiating the fight. NX, next pick for them. Would like to see a good roaming support come out. And if pushing is on the cards here, I wouldn't mind an Ogre, honestly.
Yeah, I like the Ogre pick here as well. NX should... I do think NX would benefit from the Ogre magic quite a bit. Rum with Coke doesn't really have a strong roaming support. The Venge is... Okay, Venge does fit the bill a little bit, but she's one of those heroes that's got low attack range, and the Magic Missile cast range really isn't the longest either. It's a projectile stun, which means if you pick up something like a Quap or even a Puck, it's quite easy to dodge that stun and just ruin her gank attempt at middle lane. Here's a hero that's really good versus projectile stuns. You've got a Sand King coming out from NX, but I'm sorry. This is actually the first time I've got milkshake in my lungs, man. But Sand King is really good versus the projectile stuns from the Venge. You can disjoint it with the invis from the Sandstorm. And but what this does do is it begs the question, is this going to be an off-lane Sand King, or are we still going to see an off-lane Omni Knight? Perhaps a dual lane with the Sand King and the Omni Knight?
I think you're reading this too heavily. I think this is a Dota 1 6.48 B strat. I'll pick Sand King, you put Repel on me, I'll go Burrow Strike Epicenter, and we win the team fight.
In before mid-silencer.
Even before mid-silencer.
Hey bro, tu ja, Epi maar, main global maar.
That's never worked for me. We picked it so many times. That's never paid off. Then we really reduced the amount of variables, Sand King and Lina. How could that go wrong? Burrow Strike into LSA, you should get one hero.
Except the LSA never comes.
Yeah, the LSA never comes.
Speaking of, though, Lina's in the pool, and she is quite the potent middle laner.
Yeah, you could do Lina here. There is scope for it. But what is this?
Why? I mean, there are certain heroes that... Okay, so in Dota, there are certain heroes that you can consider top tier. And most of the heroes in the pool are top tier right now because of the way Ice Frog has balanced the game. But then there are like the middle children of Dota, which have never really been given too much love. I kind of think Fagna is still like, one minor buff away from being great again.
Yeah, one minor buff.
But Viper, on the other hand, this is a hero that needs like 8 more buffs to actually become relevant. You probably even need to change up his skill set, because in today's meta, who the hell cares about a ranged flying tank that really doesn't do too much damage beyond the first 10 minutes of the game?
Doesn't siege very
People don't even pick up mechs that often in this meta anymore. So what the hell is the point of that hero except to shut down maybe a Templar Assassin who isn't even being picked up here by Rum with Coke?
I mean, maybe the plan coming out from NX is we're going to pick Viper, send your best mid laner against us, and we'll just win the mid lane. They're already trying to secure the mid lane here. But how could this be countered is the question, considering that there are not too many great roaming supports on the side of Rum with Coke who can apply pressure early on the Viper. I guess he's going to end up winning the mid lane for him.
I don't think so, man. I mean,
you think Invoker should be fine?
Yeah, Invoker's going to be just fine. Viper's got magic resistance, yes, but that doesn't really help him from an alacrity thrown on Invoker. One rotation from the Venge, A cold snap and alacrity, that's a dead Viper. And, even in the mid-game phase when he gets maxed out corrosive skin, there's pure damage from the axe counter helix, there's pure damage from the sunstrike coming out. How is this Viper going to be relevant at all is the real question here.
10 seconds remaining.
I don't know, man. I'm not a fan of that 4th pick Viper. If anything, pick it as your last pick cheese strat or something. But oh no, let's see if they actually end up going with like a bristleback next or something. Then you got the double goo strat. Viper spinning his goo and then bristleback joining him.
10 seconds remaining.
Last man for Rum with Coke. They're looking to ban out a Koya.
5
I'd
seconds
like to see them ban out the Juggernaut. But they're going to take out the Luna.
Radiant team's turn to pick.
I think this game boils down to a lot of personal preferences. Somebody on the side of NX has said, I'm going to play Viper and win the mid lane. Somebody on the side of Rum with Coke has said, I hate playing versus Luna. When she gets Butterfly and she's sieging as a support, I can't even stand there.
Although I don't think a Luna would have been terrible on the side of
It would have been good. Definitely.
Then you can kind of see the siege happening, right? You have
Yeah.
the Viper that's on the front to try and soak up damage. Luna who's sieging, and then there's another response for the Viper, by the way. Silver Edge essentially disables the corrosive skin. And
As well as Nether Toxin, if I'm not mistaken.
pretty much all passives. I mean, the moment he gets hit with the Silver Edge, he's not going to stand there and try and fight back, right? He's going to try and run anyway.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
But you get a pounce, you get a Sunstrike, and with the Silver Edge break coming in, that's a really easy kill at this point. I mean, they've got so many ways to solo pick off just because of that Invoker and the amount of disables that Rum with Coke has picked with it.
Absolutely.
Even Venge running around
Yeah.
solo is scary at this point. Well, not at this point, but eventually.
And they pick up the Life Stealer. And it's a Sand King who's hopefully going to carry him into battle with the Burrow Strike and maybe a Blink. I don't know. Once again, I'm going to say that players have a lot of strong personal preferences here. And they're just picking heroes on the basis of strong personal preferences. The Axe is enough lockdown for the Life Stealer. And not sure if he was honestly the best score for NX to pick up here.
Yeah, but the other issue is NX does have that one Infest bomb setup with the Sand King.
Right.
The problem with that is if you blink in without the Epicenter channel, you're essentially wasting most of Sand King's potential, right? You're just essentially being a courier for the Life Stealer. But there's a lot of magic immunity. I guess you can give them credit for that. You've got Repel, Rage, and some resistance coming out from the Viper's corrosive skin. Rum with Coke, they're going to have to rack up the physical damage to make this work.
5 seconds.
I'd like to see them... this is one of those games where I think a Midas Slark might not be terrible. Because the mid-game can be quite explosive for an X, and it can be... Well, reckless dives from Rum with Coke can be punished quite easily with the Sand King and the Omni Knight. So if you pick up Midas on the Slark, even if you do end up making those reckless dives, which most tier 2 teams, tier 3 teams do end up doing, you have that fallback, with the Midas gold and the experience coming in.
I'm also assuming that Slark is going to be the one making those reckless dives.
Yeah, my money's on the Slark and the Axe.
But yeah, my preference or prediction in terms of lineup is with Rum with Coke. I think they have a better lineup. And although Team No.Xcuse have a great defensive support duo, I mean the Omni Knight and the Crystal Maiden, I'm not sure if it's going to be enough though.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you. I am in favor of the Radiant lineup this game. But that said, I think NX does have a shot here. I don't think it'll be a whitewash. Oh, what is up with the packet loss, man? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of packet loss happening for some reason. I'm not sure if this is on our end or if it's a Dota thing.
Yeah, it's a Dota thing. I have no reason why, but for the past couple of days, a lot of people have been experiencing lag on the Singapore server and spikes.
I actually blame the Battle Pass, man. I think every time TI is around the corner, Valve starts experiencing more load than they can handle.
When is TI? August, right?
Yeah, August. I mean, the qualifiers will start this June. I think June 20th is the open qualifier.
Right.
But the main event is in August. Everyone's now racking up those points on their Battle Pass. You and me have been doing it as well. But for some reason, you're stuck at level 1 for the last 4
This is the
days,
first
man.
time I bought a battle pass and I have no idea what to do with it. This is maybe the first purchase I made in Steam and I have no idea what to do with it.
Shame, Vivek.
I bought CSGO, but that's not really...
You should trade places with Cersei Lannister on the Walk of Shame for this, man. You've been playing Dota for like 4 or 5 years and you haven't paid any money to Valve. What kind? You are the ultimate scumbag that Valve tries to keep away, man. Speaking of ways to spend your money on Dota, the ESL India Premiership does have an in-game ticket, folks. So if you want to mute our annoying voices,
Yeah.
do buy a ticket, get in the game, watch it at pure 1080p, 60 FPS, unadulterated by our voices and our camera control inside the game. But yeah, I in all seriousness though, I do think everyone should pick up a battle pass here. This is definitely one of the better battle passes that I've ever seen coming out from Valve, and believe me, I buy every single battle pass. It's a lot of value for your money. There's a lot of fun quests to do as well, and it makes Dota interesting all over again. Even though it's the same game, just adding an element of quests and some sort of.
I think the
gamification on it
team
is fun.
quest concept is quite interesting.
That's the one I didn't like actually.
You didn't?
No, I mean, this
Because
is
your team often lets you down, and mostly because your team is me.
I mean, you clearly know that I don't play with folks at the same or similar skill level
Right.
anymore. I just
Usually
play with
higher.
whoever's fun. Usually higher, I see. Vivek. Way to put yourself on a pedestal, man. No, but in all due respect, I play with people that are fun. I play Dota for fun now, so I really don't care if it's like a 500 MMR player or a 6-7K MMR player. As long as we're having fun in the game, we just party together and we play, right?
Right.
Team quests and it just so happens that the fun people are usually the ones with low MMR. Now that could be because you're having fun and that's why
I
you
love
can
the
get
modesty. That means you're not fun.
MMR. I'm fun.
Okay.
I think I'm fun, man. I'm pretty fun.
No, you are. Those games are definitely fun. And there's always a lot to learn playing with high MMR players.
Unlike myself.
Unlike yourself.
Yeah, I finished it for you, idiot. Anyway, let's start off with the introductions. Bleed's gonna be on the slot. Yeah, Bleed's gonna be on the slot. Nightmare's gonna be handling that Axe Javi on the Venge, YJ on the Disruptor, and Neon's gonna be playing the Invoker.
Okay, and on the side of Team Excuse, we have Carl on the Viper, Sand King in the hands of Stand-in Firefly, Crystal Maiden being played by Return Zero, Lifestealer being played by Ninja in Pajama, and that leaves us with Connor on the Omni Knight. Yep,
quick update on where we're headed with this game. The winner moves on to the Challenger Series, that is the Challenger League. That is, they will be promoted from the Starter Division. So Starter is essentially where you kick off your journey in the ESL and the Premiership. If you end up on the top of that table, you end up in a playoff relegation match. A promotion or relegation match in the playoffs, just like this one. There is a bit of lag coming on again. Are we on the India server?
Could be.
Why?
Look at how big it was.
Vivek, this is not an NSFW stream. Please. Keep it together.
So it's a dual lane. It's Burrow Strike into Purification. That's the plan. To Burrow Strike mara, hit Purification, we'll kill that Vengeful Spirit.
No, bro. At this tier, it's a little more complex than that.
That
you
is
stand
how
in Sandstorm, and when you
I am in that tier. I know these lanes.
I'll pop a Purification on you.
Or I'll put Repel on you. You do Sandstorm. Nobody will be able to disable the channel.
That is just ridiculous.
And nobody will buy sentries. Anyway, it is a good old tri-lane coming out, and they start off with the Thunder Strike. There is a Magic Missile. What's that Omni Knight going to do? He's got the Purification, Firefly dropping low, just some Harris. Might just force out a Shrine. This mid matchup, Viper is doing rather well, as expected.
Did he just start with Caustic Finale? Yeah, he did, right?
On the Sand King?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he started with Caustic. I mean, maybe with a Burrow Strike, they would have scored a kill on Disruptor. Uh-oh, I think Firefly is in a lot of trouble here. I mean, he's got just a couple more tangles to work with, and Connor is he's already had to pop one Clarity potion. Level 1 purification really doesn't help too much. Meanwhile, Venge, this is what we talked about, right? This is why she's a terrible roaming support. To get in range for that magic missile is next to impossible.
Yeah.
And I mean, he has picked up the Windlace to help his cause, but
I like that pickup. It's a really good starting item on supports.
in the daytime, I think you're going to need a little more than that to close the gap.
Yeah, more than closing the gap, it lets you trade little effectively with the enemy offlaners who do not usually start with any items that help them work with higher movement speed. And I think the Windlace lets you dish out a little bit of Harris. This mid lane, I think this is a matchup that's going to be extremely one-sided here. And Viper was coming out on top. Did Venge? Yeah, Venge just stole the bounty rune.
I'm surprised that the Viper is winning this lane this hard. I mean, yeah, he should get a little more CS at the start, but Neon, what does he invoke? He doesn't have a point in the Vex yet, so I think a couple more levels on Invoker will be just fine.
Neon is a full level behind.
There's also the fact that Carl has that offensive observer ward placed on the cliff, while Neon's supports have not dewarded it. That really puts him in a sticky situation.
How's the Slot doing? He's fine. He's at 15 CS, doing reasonably well. Both teams aren't great at bringing down buildings. Maybe the Radiant is a bit better with the Vengeful Spirit and the Invoker.
You know, I think versus the Viper, you actually go back for the old school Ring of Aquila build on Invoker.
Right.
And then just keep bringing out that False Spirit and, you know, trading hits with the Viper. Not to mention the armor that comes in helps you deal with some of the damage coming out from the Viper. Finally, they will get the deward, by the way. This will give Invoker some sort of breathing room on the lane.
Yeah, good stuff coming out from the Vengeful Spirit. Invoker noticing that Viper was hitting up the cliff as well. And good deward comes up from the Vengeful Spirit, who's dropped a rather deep ward that looks at rotations coming in and a little bit of the mid lane. So, good ward control coming up from the Radiant to start things off. Axe, he's sitting at 25 CS. What is going on? Has Crystal Maiden given up on life itself? Nightmare, he's going in, he's making life difficult for the Lifestealer.
This is a difficult lane though. You're running a Crystal Maiden and a Lifestealer versus an Axe. Axe has no problems whatsoever walking up and right-clicking that Lifestealer. Crystal Maiden is practically tickling him when he has the PMS on him. I'm not really surprised that the Lifestealer has been outlaned this hard.
Any change in skill build that you could do to adapt to this lane? Any item choice? I guess more consumables?
Look at what Ninja in Pajama is doing. He's put 2 points into the feast. Can you hover over feast real quick? So let's do a little math here, right? He's got 5.5% of target's current health as damage. 5.5% versus 4.5% of Nightmare's HP. What is Nightmare's maximum HP? 900. That's peanuts, man. You really don't want to put an extra point into the feast just for that this early on.
Would you put a point in Rage and get that extra attack
You'd
speed?
rather do that because with the extra hits that you get from Rage, you're going to end up doing more damage than you would have done from a second point in the feast anyway.
And how does Open Moon scale? The cast range just improves it, so you don't want to be leveling that up. So yeah, one more.
You do actually. I mean,
for the cast range, but like right now, if you want to kill him, you got enough lockdown. I'd rather put points in Rage. Meanwhile, mid lane.
That just happened.
And yeah, there was a rotation coming out from the Venge. If I'm not mistaken, Venge tried to get the fight started.
So he had a Meteor invoke. I'm pretty sure that was a misinvoke, man. He wanted the Alacrity, he must have misinvoked and then realized he doesn't have mana for the Meteor as well.
Yeah, you'd rather do Alacrity Sunstrike if you have lockdown coming out from the Vengeful Spirit.
Alacrity Cold Snap, man. You get a lockdown and then you just beat the hell out of him.
Okay.
So Venge actually survived that one, which is okay, but this is still a support that rotated in, didn't get much done. Walks away with a death on their core and now has to TP back to another lane and can't yet buy out the Flying Courier. She has it queued up for some reason.
She picked up boots.
Okay,
I think she's letting Disruptor do.
The Courier's already flying, man.
Okay.
Top lane, I think Axe is in trouble.
Slark is in trouble. But Axe is in trouble as well. He will end up going down. It's a rotation coming up from Carl with a double damage room. Why pick Viper? Win the mid lane, kill the Axe. That seems to be the plan now for...
Yeah, I mean, anything works in these games, I guess. If you can slow down the Axis Blink Dagger, No Excuse will have that sieging machine coming out with more lag, by the way. Server issue? I assume it's a server issue.
And this, children, is why you do not buy battle passes.
What?
Be
This is why you
Khadus.
buy battle passes. Give Valve money to fix servers.
Yeah. Dyer coming out on top in terms of net worth. I'm guessing a lot of that goes to the Viper and the 2 kills he's picked up. Axe, so he started out with a poor man's shield, went for the Tranquils, and even went for the Iron Talon. So I guess he's not confident that he's going to be able to stand in lane much longer. So he could go back to the jungle if he wants to. He's gone for the Iron Talon as well.
Yeah, he should probably consider going back for now. Come back when he's level. Oh, he is level 6.
Yeah, he's winning the lane. He's level 7.
Is that?
Lifesteal is level 5. He's won the lane hard.
Can you click on the axe again? Okay, so that's maxed out counter helix, 1 point in hunger, 1 point in call, and pretty standard stuff coming out from him. This is, yeah, okay. There's no reason for him to go back into the jungle at all.
Yeah, so maybe the Iron Talon is a little bit too much. Slark. It's like the stream sniping. He's actually going for the Hand of Midas.
I think it makes sense.
It is a good pickup considering that Viper is starting to pull ahead and there might be a lot of diving happening and you do need that catch-up mechanism.
You know, we can test this stream sniping theory. Can you click on the Invoker real quick? I think this is a good game for Invoker to rush Desolator.
16 minutes later, Blightstone was purchased.
If that happens, I'm done.
Yeah, but it's good that Invoker doesn't know that Viper's taking down Roshan. And luckily he's not reacting to that. Yeah, I think the nerf to Fourth Spirits is a very significant one. The fact that you have to pick it up as a talent really hurts you. I mean, as an Invoker, you usually have a shit time in lane unless you're mechanically leaps ahead. And then when your lane goes shit, you just pop those double Fourth Spirits at level 8 and you move into the jungle. But now the jungle sucks as well because everything respawns every odd minute. And all you have is one Fourth Spirit. You want to put more points into Vex for some reason nowadays. You do not end up putting more points into Quas. So your Fourth Spirits are not that tanky either.
Yeah, I mean, the only incentive to put those points in Quas was to get 4 in Exort, 4 in Quas, which would give you the double Fourth Spirits.
Yeah.
Now that it's a talent, there's no reason to really level up Quas more than just a couple of
Right,
rounds.
and now the talent comes at 15. So if I'm not mistaken, you got it earlier at 8.
Yeah.
And now you get that extra Fourth Spirit at 15. I mean, you don't want to be jungling that desperately at 15. You want to be jungling at 8. So yeah, it's a big
I
no.
mean, it's also such a difficult choice because on the other side, there's 30% EXP gain. Invoker is all about that experience. You go for the XP talent.
Yeah. I mean, that one Fourth Spirit is good when you... It helps, but you'd rather get the EXP. You'd rather get that 18-second tornado cooldown or the AoE Deafening Blast, the tornado cooldown being the preference internationally. Level 20, plus 35 attack speed or plus 7 all stats. I think you go for the attack speed.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you're getting stats from your Ags and everything else.
I don't think you go for the stats. Attack speed is almost always the better choice.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're really banking on survivability.
You know, man, I saw the first changes to Invoker in 7.00. I thought we'd be seeing a lot more Quas-Vex Invoker. But I guess the idea of Exort and the damage that it dishes out is always more tempting. Not seeing that much Quas-Vex these days, but yeah. It is hard for a Quas-Vex Invoker to get farm, and unless he's being successful in a lot of gangs early on, it doesn't really end up working out for him.
I mean, Quas-Vex Invoker is a huge risk, right? You're not
scaling.
Yeah, one of the issues with the Quas-Vex Invoker is if you go Midas, you're not going to be as effective as if you rush an Orchid. And if you rush the Orchid, you're on a clock. You have to make kills happen. You have to make plays happen. So this is sort of the safer way of playing it.
Yeah.
And when you've got disables in your lineup, you'd rather just keep farming and throwing Sunstrikes. So you're essentially racking up the net worth while still being effective. But if you end up dying to a Viper solo despite having a Venge at your back, nothing in the world can save you from losing this game. Also, a quick disclaimer, guys. If you hear random thumping sounds, that is because the demon cat in my house has started playing with her toy. And the toy doesn't have a chance in hell.
Demon cat. What is the cat doing? Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, there's very little Dota to talk about here. Let's just talk life instead.
Yes, life.
So let me tell you more about this cat and, the scene surrounding the cat in my life.
Okay.
So this cat is...
A stray.
It's essentially a stray with a hip fracture.
Hmm.
Now, when a human being has a hip fracture, you're essentially bedridden and you use it like an excuse to get your loved ones to give you free shit and, come and press your feet and nonsense like that, right? This cat, however, was born yesterday and is so excited with life that she doesn't care if her hip hurts like a mother. She is willing to jump from the ledges. She's willing to attack anything that moves even a slight millimeter more than it should. And she eats like a freaking pig.
Yeah. Fun fact, I didn't actually care for cats too much, but after meeting this cat, I've started to fall in love with cats. And I learned that you do not actually give cats milk. So pop culture can be very deceptive like that. I always thought you feed cats milk. I mean, I thought that's the staple diet. But yeah, never give cats milk is what I learned.
Enough about cats, folks. We're now looking at scorpions and fish.
Yeah.
Bleed.
He's doing pretty well.
He's actually doing, he's doing quite well, not really well, considering what the Viper's been up to and the Lifestealer for that matter. But I'm kind of surprised that the Axe, despite having 40 last hits, is sitting at 2,400 net worth. How is this possible? I mean, he's had, one death to his name, right?
Mm-hmm.
One death shouldn't justify him being so far behind the Lifestealer. But I guess it's just a CS difference of 10, which is why it's the case.
Yeah, I mean, he's up there with the Lifestealer. And it looks like they want to shut down the Lifestealer. They are telegraphing the move here. I think Venge is out of vision. Yeah, they don't see the Venge. He needs to be careful. Disruptor dropping really low. I'm going to put that down to Sand King, the Caustic and the Burrow Strike. So a lot of pressure coming out on the Slark early on. He's not having a fun time in lane. They start off with the Burrow Strike. Where's that purification when you need it? It's just not there. Meanwhile, top lane, these two, they're still prepping, they're still waiting. And they're still lagging.
RIP. What's up, Orion? Can we...
I think we're in Singapore. I heard, I remember reading someone. Folks on stream, we really apologize for this, but Volvo's gone mental on us and there's nothing we can do about it. Did you watch the Secret vs Nami game yesterday?
No, I was sleeping.
Secret play well, but I still don't understand this one hero that gets picked up, and you pick it a fair bit, so please explain. Why are people picking up Arin as an off-laner? Why not Bristleback? They both do the same thing.
No, they don't.
Just
Not
go in
even
the
close,
front,
man.
They just go soak up damage and Bristleback does more damage.
Abaddon he's kind of like that. Let me see if I can draw a comparison with Abaddon and someone here. What was the hero that got bit by bit until suddenly he was so broken that you couldn't ignore him anymore?
Bro.
Nah, Draw never really got OP in my opinion. I'd say OD was at that point. OD got buffed slightly bit by bit, and then suddenly people realized, holy shit, OD is the king of Dota. Abaddon is kind of there. He got minor buffs over and over again. A little bit of armor here, a buff to Cursive Awareness there, Borrowed Time getting an Axe upgrade. All these little things started to add up, and then suddenly people
Borrowed
realized...
Time had an Axe upgrade for a long time. They just changed it.
Yeah, they changed it. I mean, it now essentially redirects damage from your team to yourself while healing you, which is insane.
Right.
But it's just a trend thing, I'd say. But it's working. It's great versus disables, great versus the debuffs as well. So.
Well, he's got the cold snap and the alacrity this time. Carl pops a fairy fire and just turns around. Neon might just end up going down. Omni Knight comes there, gets glimpsed back, too slow to get the repel off.
What is he invoking?
And Carl takes a double kill. He invoked Ghost Wall.
But he didn't have the mana for it, okay.
I think invoke mana cost is what hurts you now.
Yep.
Yeah. I remember this one Invoker play, even going Arcane Boots into Rod of Atos. I like the Rod of Atos. I mean, if you can't land Sunstrikes, you shouldn't be missing them with the Rod of Atos. But, yeah.
Yeah, considering that absurd cast range on the Rod of Atos, you might as well just call it a global spell.
Yeah, it's got a good cast range, but if you cast it from afar, I mean, you can't get in there to get your other spells off. It wears off very quickly is what I mean.
3 heroes converging on bottom, but there is an observer ward in the jungle that's going to watch the Disruptor coming in. They're also going to see the Venge, long-range glimpse into a Dark Pact, but the Burrow Strike saves his life. Going to be able to TP. No, he isn't. The magic missile square in his eyes. Should be able to score this kill.
Dark Pact, yeah. Easy kill. Well done. There was a die observer, but Sand King couldn't get out of there.
Meanwhile, Omni Knight is just a prop on the map right now. He's yet to really save anyone.
Yeah, I mean, where was he? If the whole point was to run dual lane, why are you not in your dual? He did come mid and he was glimpsed back. So if I'm not mistaken, he had to really walk all the way from his fountain. And exercise is good for you and all, but he was not there when his teammate needed him. Carl going for the mech. He's got the Midas as well. So even Viper can catch up with some decent items as the game progresses. Slark, has he got the Midas complete? Yes, he has.
Shadowblade it is for him. He's going for the treads first, then the Shadowblade. He's chosen not to go for the Ring of a Killer, which is a little surprising. But I guess with the infused raindrops, he does have the mana regen to let him keep farming. Assuming he toggles his
Treads, yeah. I think
that observer ward, I mean, they're seeing this disruptor there. That Sand King should not have died there earlier on. He should have been able to back away earlier on.
Yeah, he tried to Burrow Strike and get out of there, but not sure what went wrong. He's got the Arcane Boots.
And he has the Omni Knight behind him this time, so
yeah,
killing him is almost impossible.
They can actually kill the Disruptor, maybe.
When we look at top lane, I think the Axe is still just... Yep.
Wow, he's got his blink. 11 minutes in. So he's going to have a lot more impact than the Sand King. Probably has a TP as well. Would like to see a TP mid because Invoker's having the most shit time in this mid lane. And yeah, it is a TP mid.
Yeah, this will be a good kill.
Jumps in with the call, the creeps are there as well. Here comes the Meteor. And they got the magic missile if I'm not mistaken. Or they had already used it. They got the kill nonetheless. It's a dominating streak going the way of the Axe. So good rotation.
What a fantastic way to unveil that blink tag.
Yeah.
Kill on the mid Viper, take away his dominating streak, and then go back to the lane to start bullying the Lifestealer all over again.
600 gold for killing a Viper. Just 11 minutes into the game, and he's looking for more here. He thinks he can kill the Lifestealer, but Lifestealer does have Infest. He needs to respect the pure damage coming out from the counter Helix, but Crystal Maiden just turns around with a freezing field. And with the quick Infest in and out, they get the kill. Meanwhile, it looks like they're chasing down the Sand King, and Slark gets it with the pounce. Good stuff coming out from the Radiant. They're really recovering from the horrible time they had in the mid lane. I say that, but Carl just ends up finding the Disruptor. He's trying to hit a creep, won't be able to. And Slark, yeah. All the more wiser.
What is he? He's not even maxed out the corrosive skin, so that's why he's able to score these kills. He's got a Midas and a mech almost complete. Or rather completed now in the first 12 minutes of the game. This is an amazing start for this Viper.
Right.
Yes.
But I can see the Axe doing so much more with his blink than the Viper will with his mech. I mean, you see him in lane, you just get the hell out of there. Probably even TP if you want to. I don't think he has enough work. I say that. He forces out the Shadow Dance.
How do you deal with him at this point? He's just running into 3 heroes and doing his thing.
You get your Axe again. And
he had a TP, you should have been there.
Yeah, he should have been there.
Anyway, now got a DD rune picked up on the Slark. This is where the Midas adds value to him. He can continue farming on the sides, knowing that they can't take a fight in the Viper's face just yet. I won't even be surprised if they actually go for Diffuser later on the Slark this game, but let's hold that thought because it looks like the Lifestealer should be going down here. The Dunk is not there in time, but the Sunstrike is. Finally, the Invoker gets some money added to his tally, and this should be the retreat call coming out from RWC.
Omni Knight is never where he should be when he should be. Anyway, there's the purification with the epicenter. He jumps in with the call, cancels the epicenter. It's on to do. Slark has made his escape. He's not got the Culling Blade to work with. Omni Knight giving chase. Burrow Strike coming off cooldown in a bit, and with the purification, they score the kill. Slark is safe. Two-man call cancels Epi, but mid lane it looks like Viper's in a bit of a pickle here. They swap him back. They've got the Tornado as well. At one point in the back, so it's not enough. Carl turns around with the Viper Strike onto the Vengeful Spirit, but will end up going down. It's not too bad if you throw 3-4 heroes and kill the Viper.
Yeah, at this
It's
point,
not
you
at all
take what
too
you
bad,
can get.
and Viper's lost his mid tower, which is not a good thing to do. Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Lifestealer. He's trying to bring down Neon in the mid lane. Starts out with the open wounds. He's got the rage. Can he do a quick infest out? Is it enough damage? I don't think it is.
This game is looking confusing as hell. I still don't know who the hell is going to
I
win.
think the Radiant are going to win it. This Viper's going to fall off. Slark is going to do a whole lot better. Omni Knight is going to be missing from the map most of the time. Echo Saber first pick.
I'd have liked to see the armlet. The extra effective HP, the value that comes out from the
Yeah.
armlet damage while you've got lifesteal. I don't see why you wouldn't go for it.
The armor, the attack speed, everything.
There's the lag. Just as they were going for a smoke gang, this is a horrible time to lag out here. What is going on with the servers today? The smoke broke. Look at that.
What?
Can you click on him or is that just it's just a visual?
Yeah, just a visual. Slark is getting space. He's building the Shadow Blade. Will have his Silver Edge in a bit. And yeah, that's when things go horribly wrong for the Viper. He's got the mech. What does he build into from here? Understand? No. Dragon Lance, safe bet.
Yeah, I think Dragonlance Treads.
You know,
All
Hurricane
that.
Pike.
Just tank up as much as you can now. Be the piece of meat that your team needs to be.
Actually, Axe is not all that bad on Viper if you get it really early. If you do. It's very situational, but if he gets it, it could make life horrible for the supports and maybe even the Axe.
It's actually good versus the Slark as well. Slark can't shrug off the Viper Strike with Dark Pact.
No, he can.
No, I'm pretty sure he can't. I think it's one of those that is an exception to the rule. Can you hover over it? Can we have an alt indicator?
Here's the spell immunity. Slow works on spell immune units.
Cannot be dispelled.
Where's that written?
Dispellable in big red text.
Cannot be dispelled. Okay. So you can't shrug it off with Dark Pact.
You can't BKB out of it. You
can't
can't Manta
BKB.
style. You can't do squat. Once you take it, you just wait for the duration to run out.
Is it? I mean, even Demonic Purge works like that, right?
Enfeeble works.
Okay. You can't shrug off Enfeeble?
Nope.
I love Bane, man. He's a great support. I don't know why anybody's not playing him these days. I mean, Lockdown, pure damage with the Brain Sap.
This is the only reason Bane isn't being picked is because Team MTW no longer exists. We're practically the only ones. What is this?
Vengeful Spirit.
What is this?
Anyway, turns around with the stun. And that was a 3-man smoke rotation. They have caught up the Lifestealer. It's a double kill for the Axe. Not sure where he got his first kill. Carl, he's chasing for more. He's got the poison attack, but not enough range to work with.
They could turn.
Yeah, they could turn actually.
I mean, they took down the Axe, they took down the Omni Knight. They could have very easily turned around there. But yeah, this is where the melee versus melee matchup starts to get troublesome for the Slark.
I'd like a kill on the Sand King though. Delay his blink and maybe try and pressure the tower if possible. Like to see Axe make that rotation and just quietly farm up his Blade Mail. Radiant, fine job with vision though. Not sure why they need two wards so close to each other. Maybe one of them is timing out. Hold on.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
No.
No, they're not timing out either way.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So Carl, he's got an Invis rune. But the Radiant, they're rather smart about this. They're just going to back off. I think they saw Viper move and pick up the Invis rune. So the ward did pay off for them. Good stuff coming out from the Radiant.
So the way they're grouping up makes me think they're gonna pop a smoke. Do they have one on the Venge or the Disruptor?
No, they're just huddling together because they're afraid of the Viper.
The Disruptor just bought a smoke though, so they're probably gonna call it out and make a play.
Mhm.
You want to make plays now. You've got that Blink Dagger advantage on you. Keep finding pickoffs with it.
Right.
And with the Static Storm available, they should be able to find even the most crucial ones.
Yeah, Viper's a very doable kill with Static Storm as well as the Sunstrike.
Yeah, Invoker's just sitting with it at the ready. Up top, I think they're going to jump in on... who is that? That's a Crystal Maiden. Yeah, probably not worth it.
So where's the Lifestealer gone? He's gone into the jungle. Oh, he's there.
He's right here. Yeah, if they can get the Lifestealer with this, that would totally be worth it. They pinged him out though. They know he's there. YJ's just trying to get in range for the glimpse. Good choice to max out the glimpse, by the way.
Wax
he
jumps
was-
in the call off by a matter of inches, and now he's caught with the frostbite, but he doesn't care too much. Lifestealer, 17 minutes in, he's shit scared of the axe. Doesn't think he has enough to cut through all that armor. And Axe being an absolute bully here. What's Carl up to on the Viper? He's slowly rotating to the top lane, if I'm not mistaken. Could go for call number 2. No creeps hitting him this time. Viper is going to TP. The counter reactions are there. There's a freezing field as well. No Static Storm to stop anything. Disruptor, he's trying to TP out of there. Ninja in Pajama will not let him go, and the help comes in with the Sand King. Vengeful is safe for the timing. That was the Axe initiating, not respecting that a tower is something that someone can TP onto.
What the hell was that? He blinked in casually under the tier 1 tower. 4 TPs came in, and I mean, what else was he expecting, to be honest? There was no Sunstrike follow up also for some reason. We didn't see a Static Storm from Disruptor. We didn't see anything happen.
No, I think Disruptor had the right idea. He saw the TPs and he said, dude, your initiation was potato. I'm just going to TP home.
No, I disagree, man. I think he could have still dropped down a Static Storm, and
He could have, maybe a
he
second.
died, right? Disruptor died anyway. So
He died anyway, yeah.
some very questionable moves coming out from the Radiant side. And I've got to say, at this level of play, they're not going to make it to the Masters League. I mean, the Challengers League, sure, one of these two teams is definitely going to make it, but once you're there, getting to the Masters League is a whole different ball game.
And the Masters League is really competitive. I mean, there are only two actually, even the Challenger League is really competitive. You got JMD Gaming, you got Go Figure, playing some really good Dota.
Go Figure, I think, have now gone straight through to
The Masters.
Yeah. They topped the table and
They deserve to be there. Anyway, they popped the smoke, they've got the Shadow Blade. Crystal Maiden should be easy pickings. Ninja and Pajama on the Lifestealer, caught in the call. Sunstrike, Static Storm, it's all there. Here comes the epicenter. It's on to 3. Where's the follow-up damage? Carl is there, but he's been glimpsed back. Beautiful play by the Disruptor. Will end up falling though to the Viper, and it looks like they lose the Disruptor. They get the Lifestealer and the Crystal Maiden, and even Vengeful gets out. The epicenter was huge, but all they got was a Disruptor. I didn't see the repel being dropped on anyone.
I don't think I saw a mech coming out either from the Viper. I mean, he came in, he got glimpsed back, he didn't pop a mech, didn't save anyone.
Yeah. Took the kill and went back to the mid lane. And it looks like Viper is going for the Hurricane Pike.
Top tower is under attack.
He's got the Dragon Lance complete. More range to work with. Slock well on his way to his Silver Edge. Lifestealer trying to get that Desolator and trying to trade hits with the Slock. The Essence Shift is kicking in, and he's also got the Shadow Dance to work with. Disruptor starts off with a glimpse, brings back the Lifestealer, infests into a range creep. The Sunstrike is there, and that just ends up bringing down the Lifestealer. Here comes Carl with the Viper Strike onto the Disruptor. They get the kill on the Disruptor, but is it really enough? They're trying to look for more. Carl was focusing down the Vengeful Spirit, but then turned around and went for the Disruptor. Slark, he's trying to reinitiate and get back into the fight. His Shadow Dance is available. He's got Bounce, he's got Shadow Blade, but here comes Axe. 2-man call, this time with the Blade Mail. He's spinning left, right, and center. Not yet gotten a kill just yet. The mech is there. It looks like Crystal Maiden will fall. Here's another Sunstrike. Doesn't end up flipping on anyone. And it looks like Bleed on the Slark is making a run for it. He's got Pounce coming off cooldown. The chase is on, and Omni Knight, just going to see him get the hell out of there.
Yeah, he's still stuck there though. He's gonna get the Shadow Blade soon.
He's got the TP. He's going to TP anything to stop the TP. Carl on the way. Sand King, they blink into the trees. Second to late.
So many Midas is not being used. inefficiency is killing me, man. But that should be a Silver Edge finished up for the Slark now, which is in pretty good timing, and suddenly Viper's tankiness means nothing. Bleed has had a good game. He's at 9.8k net worth. He's behind the Viper, sure, but the Invoker's actually managed to catch up as well now at 9.9k. Has the Invoker rushed the Aghanims this game? Yeah, he has.
Yeah, he's got Axe and
He's
BOTs.
next.
This is reasonably good farm coming up from the Invoker. 20
Yeah,
minutes in.
considering the start he has.
Yeah.
Actually doing. Value Midas, man. Really working hard for them. I like the choice to go for Silver Edge first from the Slark. This is pretty intelligent coming out from him rather than going for the Echo Saber. He can now, of course, go back for the Echo Saber, and I wouldn't fault him, but he's going for the Diffusal Blade. Someone's got to give him the memo that Purge no longer works versus Repel.
And he's got the Crystal Maiden. Doesn't even have to use the Silver Edge. Easy
And the
pick
Axe
off.
gets the kill on the
And
Lifestealer.
Axe gets the kill on the Lifestealer. So good stuff. The Radiant. It seems like they're playing a lot more cohesively than the Dire. Their lineup is more cohesive. They're finding pickoffs as a team. While the Dire Judge is reacting right now. Sand King, he's got the Blink Dagger. Has hit a couple of good epicenters. Does get caught in the Tornado. But no further initiation coming out from the Radiant. But here comes Carl from the back. Starts off with the Viper Strike. Vengeful Spirit has got a TP. And it looks like Invoker has one as well. So this is one of the main problems with Viper, just as it is with Bloodseeker. They throw out the ultimates, the Viper Strike or the Rupture, you can just pop a TP, and unless they have their team around, there's nothing they can do to bring you down. Right now, it looks like Viper's the only one who can inflict some serious damage on the Radiant. Lifestealer sort of feels underfarmed. And Nishant, is there a fire going on in your building?
Something is burning, man.
Hold on, guys, there's something.
Yeah, someone is... Okay, again,
Someone's cooking pizza.
blame
What?
the cat.
What did cat do?
So chicken was boiling for the cat, and whoever was in charge of stopping the gas decided not to. So we have like a burnt chicken lying in a pot of water and smoke all over the house. Don't worry, we won't die, Vivek. And it's not like we're missing much of the game either, because the game is paused.
Yeah.
What is happening? Why today? Why are all these clowny things
Hold on,
happening?
Slark, he's got the shatter runs, he's trying to make a run for it. Crystal Maiden does have the freezing fields, does pop it now. The purification is that's a dominating streak going the way of the Omni Knight. They will end up getting the Lifestealer. Here comes the Epicenter. Where's the follow-up? Here comes Carl. He four-stops in aggressively. He's looking for the Disruptor, his best friend, but the Magic Missile holds him back. And there's a glimpse that pulls back the Viper as well. Firefly giving chase. He's got a Barrel Strike coming off cooldown in a bit. Should get the kill. They're looking for the Axe. The Blink Dagger off cooldown. Will he be able to get it off? The Kinetic Field holds off the Sand King. They lose the Slark. They lose the Vengeful Spirit. But they get the tower and they get the Lifestealer.
No, I still think that works out for No.Xcuse actually. They did end up killing the Slark, which is actually a very big deal at this point. While they did lose the Lifestealer, the Viper was alive through it all, and it did cost them an Epicenter and a Guardian Angel there, which means that Rum with Coke can now try... Or is that Coke with Rum? Rum with Coke.
Rum with Coke.
Yeah, that's actually...
Coke with Pepsi.
Oh. Rum with Coke could definitely try and make a play now.
Yeah.
Coke with Pepsi.
It's the best combination, man. Coke with Pav Bhaji.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Carl, meanwhile, full Hurricane Pike finished up, by the way. So that first stuff we saw came off of the Pike.
So, in all these team fights, his priority is to bring down the Disruptor. I've been seeing this guy every fight. I don't know what happened. Did I miss something in all chat where he said, I'm going to bring you down as what? But he sees the Disruptor. He actually used the Hurricane Pike to run after the Disruptor. And Disruptor just glimpses him back, chamahat like that. And then he's left running around the fight.
Okay, so they smoked. They decided to do like a loop-the-loop over here. So they smoked somewhere here. I'm not even going to watch that fight because this was too entertaining. They go round, and then they go into the jungle to get nothing. Axe jumps in now with the ball.
And there's a shrine as well. He's popped the shrine. He's got the blade mail. There's the static storm. No glimpse, no kinetic field. Firefly is channeling the epicenter. The Sunstrike is there. It just doesn't end up cancelling the blink. He gets the epi off with the Power Strike. This could be a kill on the Axe, who was hugging his shrine earlier on, but is trying to run away with the Glimmer Cape. The Caustic just too much. Elsewhere, Javi. No detection. Freezing kills. Wait, they do a detection.
and he actually went for the False Spirit talent.
Yeah, he went for the
Who
false.
does that? You get the EXP, man.
I don't know. He wanted to farm faster. And Slark does get a pick off on the Omni Knight. Kale is there, the Baru Strike.
I mean,
They
okay, I guess
end
this
up-
is a situation for the False Spirits because there's so much magic immunity that we talked about. You get whatever physical damage you can. I guess it makes some sense.
Those two False Spirits are doing the work on Kale. Here comes the Deafening Blast. The Meteor. The Meteor not even a pixel of it touching the Viper. Actually, a little bit of it clipped his tail. Lead, he's got the Crystal Maiden inside, does bring her down. He's using the Diffusal. The Stun Strike was off by a mile. He's giving chase. He's got the Dark Pack. And with the Pounce, he will get the kill. Elsewhere, YG on the Disruptor being focused. Ninjas in pajamas on the Lifestealer. He's being tighted and controlled so hard. Here comes Bleed for round 2. He's got the Diffusal as well. Doesn't need it. Gets the kill. It's actually Axe who gets the kill. Neon giving chase. Firefly uses the Baru Strike. Can he get away though? And here comes the Battle Hunger. His Blink is disabled. He does have a 4-star. The call is there. And with one quick spin, it's a quick double kill for the Axe. And another objective for Rum with Coke.
What the hell are they doing, man? I mean, these are some of the most chaotic team fights I'm seeing. Right from that first smoke that they popped, did a proper loop
Yeah,
over there.
this smoke.
Yeah, this smoke somewhere here. Then they went up to the shrine, decided to take a fight while they were on the enemy shrine. And then they ended up getting bitch slapped again when they tried to come bottom. No excuse. They lose that fight quite convincingly. But
So-
RWC are not making the right choice.
So
for
what you
getting
need
high
to
ground.
do now is to force high ground and die. That's what needs to happen right now. You
If
need
they
to,
threw, you need to throw as well.
yeah. Firefly has the repel. Baru Strike epicenter dreams are real. Good vision coming up from the Radiant. They are seeing a lot more of the map than the Dire. Actually, sort of even.
Yeah, they've got this whole Bermuda triangle thing going on.
Yeah.
The top side of the map.
But they've pretty much taken all tier 2s. And they've got good aggressive vision to even scout out anyone coming into
yeah,
lane.
it's not bad.
It's good.
Probably just overkill towards one side of the map, but
Yeah.
now you definitely want to commit towards the bottom tier 3 with that kind of vision advantage. They don't have the Aegis, right?
No, they haven't gone Roshan just yet.
Okay.
You think the Diffusal pickup from the Slark is...
I'm pretty sure he didn't read the patch notes, man. The only reason he went Diffusal is because he thought he can purge off the repel.
I thought it was...
But you can purge off the Guardian Angel, so I guess it works in that department.
I guess he thought that Crystal Maiden might get a Ghost Scepter. I don't know.
But that's...
Too much foresight.
Yeah, I mean, you get the Diffusal a lot later in that.
Okay, here's the smoke. And a beautiful scan comes out from the Radiant. So they know exactly what's up and Bleed is just going to get the hell out of that.
Invoker's just... I know I'm not really in a position to comment about this, but I think he's picked up all the wrong talents, man.
What did he go for? That is a rather strange talent.
Plus 7 stats at level 20.
That's an ultimate op. That's less than an ultimate op.
Much less than an ultimate
Which you're going to end up building. You've got the Axe for some stats as well. You have a 4-star. Anyway, this is the right thing to do. Move into the Rosh pit with the top lane pushing out. It's quite obvious if the Dire do want to come and contest. I'm really seeing a lack of damage on the side of the Dire. Lifestealer only now picks up his Desolator 29 minutes into the game, along with an Echo Saber. We haven't been seeing those Infest bombs either to get the fight started. And what's the plan here for the Dire? We'll split push and get a base race going? Because I don't think that's going to work. They need to TP back. They are getting some vision down, which is a good thing as always. But they need to defend high ground. Invoker, this gives them all the time to walk up and drop an Axe Ball. It'd be a really good way to start the siege.
I mean, they're trading tier 2 for tier 3. Is that really what's happening right now?
Anyway, here come the TPs. And they've lost the tier 3.
Wow. Okay, that was some poor decision making. I have to say this is...
Yeah, it is. And Carl, does he get glimpsed back?
Yep.
Yes, he does. Firefly starts off with a Baru Strike. Carl is not in the fight. Crystal Maiden gets swapped. Should be brought down. They got the call. They should get the kill. Purification down. What are they waiting for? Omni Knight, he was caught in the kinetic field. And it's a dominating streak for the Slug. I'm just going to watch Carl here in spectator mode as he walks slowly back into the fight. Picks up a bounty rune. So frustrating. I'm coming, team. Just wait.
What is this game, man? Oh, man.
Anyway, his best friend, the Disruptor, did manage to catch him in the side storm, so they got the kill. There's the Ice Wall as well. Omni Knight is dropping low, turns around, drops the repel. Here comes the Sand King with the Lifestealer on cleanup duty. They do end up getting one kill. They're looking for Slug. What the Meteor with the Deafening Blast is used. What's he invoking? He's invoked the Tornado. Wouldn't be too bad if he invoked the Cold Snap. Something, anything. Firefly hugging his shrine, hiding under Sandstorm, but they're just going to move on to the creeps and maybe another tier 3.
I think we're just spoiled, watching very high tier Dota with the Premiership Masters League.
Yeah.
And then suddenly you throw us a curveball like this, and we're like, I've got to say, I've lost the plot, man. I'm completely disconnected with what's going on in this match anymore. I'm seeing Slark randomly pouncing over buildings left and right. I'm seeing Viper casually being glimpsed back to the other side of the map. Tier 2 for Tier 3 trade. What the hell goes on here? NX are out. We kind of predicted it, but we really did not see it coming in this particular fashion.
Yeah, NX are out. And
Casual VM? That was random.
so someone in chat said, and I'm assuming because of that Coke is from Nepal. Anyway, props to them. They played some really good Dota to stage a comeback. Slug itemized really well. Invoker's talents though could be questioned, but yeah, it was no excuse with those picks.
I wouldn't say that they're lacking in individual skill. I'd just say that their team as a whole is lacking a lot, and they've got to really hit the drawing board, watch some pro tier games, learn from the masters, learn from the best, and come back strong, because now they're moving into the Challengers League. The Challengers League is where all the action's at, and if they keep this up, they're gonna get smashed. Anyway, folks, hope you guys have had a blast. This is where we wrap up the stream for today. There isn't going to be another game for the day. This is all there is, because I believe one of the teams, Accelerate, if I'm not mistaken, just decided not to show up for the match, so they got disqualified and thrown out of the tournament. But Run with Coke, huge props to them, and good luck to them on the journey forward. I'm CloudX with Vivek. Hope you guys have had a blast. We'll see you next time.
Cold light falling on the ground. Long day, but we won't back down. One thing playing on our minds. Long wait, but we won't give up now. You crave the love I gave, and we'll do it again. A cold night getting warmer now. The ground shakes as our love gets loud. We are the champions of the night. We are the champions of the night. Yeah. We are the fighting tide, the ones that burn so bright. We are the champions.
All right, guys, that was the game of the day. Dota 2, Rum and Coke for the victory, guys. This team is all the way from Nepal, had played this long Dota 2 match, and they came out as victors. Even though we faced a lot of lag on the Singapore server, but we came through and the game is finished, and congratulations to the team. Now, we are done for the day, but don't worry, we have a lot of master games coming out tomorrow. We have a challenger to master relegation. Those are the big games. This is the big boys that's going to happen tomorrow and day after. So tomorrow we have some Clash Royale and some Dota 2 action coming out. And on Sunday we have Clash Royale and CSGO action coming out. So a lot of action-packed games coming up. This was the starter to challenger today. Tomorrow it's going to be challenger to the master relegations, and playoffs are going to be exciting. because people are going to be fighting for the big boy leagues, for the big boy money. And this is it for the day today. And I would like to thank everyone for coming in. Tomorrow we'll be live around the same time, 6:30. Do tune in. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
I'm ready to love. We're the champions of the night. I'm ready to champions of the night. Cold light falling on the ground. Long day, but we won't back down. One thing playing on our minds. Long wait, but we won't give up now. You crave the love I gave, and we'll do it again. A cold night getting warmer now. The ground shakes as our love gets loud. We are the champions of the night. We are the champions, the champions.